families, loved ones, after we give them the proper claps and acknowledgement, it'll be, and it already is, a great day for this, particularly because it's cool. We're good. We like that out there. You know, I jump up here like everybody knows me because, you know, like most people here do know me, but I'm Lanny Brown, the Academy Director, and I'm like the proud papa here, who has had a little bit to do with shepherding these fine men and women down the home stretch. So that's my name and my role in this piece here. So if I can get eyeballs on one of my TO staff, do we have a group of Academy students out there? Here's what I'm going to think. They're well trained and they're standing out there ready to come in. So how about I get one of the Academy students' uncles, who happens to be a sergeant in the San Francisco PD, still active, still working the streets, who also happens to be a wonderful bagpiper, and he's agreed to come and liven up the atmosphere. Sir, can you fire up those wonderful bagpipes of yours?
Present arms. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order arms. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be seated. Thank you. Class, take seats.
This is a day of celebration with a little bit of pomp and circumstance. I'd like to begin with, let's give them a big hand for the job they did. Some brief welcoming comments on this day of celebration. 50 started, we have 41 up here who are crossing the finish line, 28 working for 9 different agencies, 13 self-sponsored, 4 have been hired in the last recent weeks, and most of the rest are actively engaged in hiring processes, which is what we're all about, helping folks get jobs and help the public safety industry serve the public that we're serving. So I'm Lanny Brown, the Police Academy Director. I have a certain role, but more importantly, there's an incredible team of people that produce this result for them, for all of you. And that's my team of 11 RTOs. They're all listed in your program here. We have them up here. Shane Ford. Then we have Keith Astley, Anthony Savas, Chris Allen, I got this. Robert Heilman, Jessica Perry, and David Hardston, from the ones that you see here. So we're very fortunate with the support that we're getting from the agencies to help mold these people. All these folks are working field training officers who could look them in the eye and say, look, after this you're getting my car or somebody like mine, and this is the way we do it. So they get excellent instruction so they can be successful during the next phase. My right arm and partner in this is Alexis Azuls, and like most of us couldn't do any of this without her. And then my boss, April Chapman, who's the dean who runs all of the public safety programs here. Without her incredible support, none of us would be here. And then I feel very fortunate, speaking of incredible support, that the president of the Santa Rosa Junior College cares enough about all of his programs, including all the public safety ones, that he makes a very special effort to come, acknowledge, and join us. So I would like to invite Dr. Chong to the podium to say a few words as we proceed. Dr. Chong.
Wow, what a turnout. Good morning, everybody. I haven't seen this much excitement since the Golden State Warriors won. And the comparison is not unjustified. We have some champions here in this room. And in the time I've been at the JC, which is celebrating its 100th anniversary next year in 2018, how many people in the audience attended the JC? Raise your hands. See? I got to get all their addresses. I get a check out. But seriously, I want to just welcome on behalf of my board of trustees, my administration, faculty, staff, alumni, to welcome all of you here today to honor and celebrate the awesome achievement that these young men and women have gone through in the past 20 weeks. In my time in Sonoma County, I've gotten to know many of the law enforcement leaders, and I'll tell you, they're amongst the finest, most dedicated, and hardest working people that serve us. So let's give them a big round of applause. alumni at Santa Rosa Junior College, a 100-year-old institution that's widely regarded as one of the best community colleges, not only in the state of California, but the entire country. So you will be alumni of SRJC, you'll be Bear Cubs forever. And my only advice to you is don't stop learning. It's something that we all do on an ongoing basis. And I know that in this profession, learning is a consistent, everyday activity. And this is just a commencement, this is the beginning, not the end of your learning experience. And you're entering this field at a time when I don't have to tell you, it's probably one of the most challenging times to be in law enforcement. So I really tip my hat to you and say thank you for entering a field that needs new leaders, new blood, the next generation. And I think SRJC has prepared you well to begin your journey as careers and leaders in law enforcement. And you couldn't ask for better leaders to train you. So again, this isn't about speeches, it's really about acknowledging you. So I want to thank April, Director Brown, for inviting me today, and for all of you who have supported the JC all these years. I invite you all, and even the ones crying in the audience, to one day come and enroll in the college. We can show you the business. And that's part of what we're here for, is to really train the current and next generation of leaders in Sonoma County and Northern California. So thank you for being here. Congratulations. Go out and make us proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. John. I'd like to move next to Assistant Sheriff Rob Giordano, who has agreed to come in and be our keynote speaker and offer some words of wisdom to the class. Sir, thank you.
I like the way it says that agreed, the sheriff made me. What happens when you're number two, you go where you're told, you do your job. No, actually, they invited me, and it was quite the honor. Never done this before. Found myself reflecting on 27 years and looking back, so I'll share a little bit of those stories with you. But first, I want to say congratulations to all of you, because quite the accomplishment really is in our society. And the next thing I really want to note is look at this room, man. I've been to lots of these graduations, and this place is full. And it's so important because so at the sheriff's office, we have this tradition. We do swear-ins. It's a formal swear-in. You get hired by us. We invite your family and friends, and we let them pin your badge on. And not all agencies do that. I came from another agency where my badge was slid across the table after I said I do. So it's not the same. It's not always like that. But the sheriff's office does it because every one of these people sitting in these chairs today, these graduates that made it across this line, has you to thank. Because without family, friends, and community, and fellow law enforcement officers, none of us get anywhere. This is a team sport. So the sheriff's office is a big part of the tradition that we want to bring the family and friends into the group. And not only is it part because that's how they got here, it's part because you're going to keep them healthy throughout their career. That's the other piece of the puzzle. So it really is so important that everybody came. So thank you all for being here. I was asked to speak. I reflected back on 27 years and I thought, what am I going to say? So the first thing that came to mind was how new I was,